Hi, I'm Jim from M&M Tools and Machinery. Today, again, we're here with Brad, and we are taking a look at the GCM12SD, the Bosch sliding compound miter saw. You're going to hear a lot of mixed reviews on it, so we really want to hear Brad's honest, truthful review of what he thinks on the saw. Take us away, Brad.
So I remember when I came in, and when we were building the shop, probably 4 or 5 years ago at the time, and I came in and I said, listen, I need to set up a really nice miter box, almost radial arm saw type station.
Yeah.
But I'm not a huge fan of radial arm saws. I think they're pretty dangerous.
Totally.
And the 12-inch slide just took that all out of play. For you don't need the radial arm saw anymore.
Right.
This really replaced it. But one of the issues was the pipes on all of your 12-inch sliders. It pushed back into the wall so much. So if you wanted to do a wall mount miter box station, you had to have this huge 3-foot tray, but you could only use 6 inches of it because the pipes had to go back so far, and if it was against a hard wall, you had to knock a hole in your wall. So when the knuckle saw came out, everybody was on fire about it. Will this really work? Is it accurate? Is it great? And I would say after 5 years of using it, I'd give this about a B+.
Okay, very good.
It's a great saw. It is. It's a fantastic saw. For what I have in my purpose, bolted down in its fixed situation, I'm not bringing it on job sites, I'm not moving it. This is the style for me that you want. It is fully adjustable. It's got 12-inch capability. It goes out 14-inch, I believe, cutting depth.
13 and a half.
13 and a half.
Yeah.
It can fix, so you don't have the ability to pull it out. I love the D handle on both sides for the brake and the start. The dust collection on it is really good.
Okay.
It is.
That's cool.
It's not bad. With miter saws, they're not known for their dust collection at best anyway. But for a miter saw, it's pretty good.
Everybody notice this is a Festool hose back here.
Yes, it is.
That's the right size for the dust collection on the other side there.
Yeah, we did. I couldn't find the right one, so I decided to just use that one. The adjustments on it are fantastic. They're pretty positive. I haven't had any issues with it. Here are the negatives. At times, when you're doing a lot of work and you're doing a lot of process, I've noticed that square can get off on these saws to some degree. Every once in a while, you do want to get a square out and you want to check it. Okay. The adjustments to check it are very easy. You just loosen up these 4 screws here, you move it to positive, you lock it back down again, and then you're pretty good. I haven't had any issues past that. It does tend, if you do bind it, it will kick hard. Okay. It has taken some wood up underneath it. Now that could be user error, right. Not having the wood nested hard. But I have noticed that it will take wood pretty good up underneath it if it does kick. Beyond that, it does have a great glide to it. The knuckle saw is very good for the applications I use it at.
Do you lube this up at all, Brad, or no?
Yeah, I've lubed it up a couple times.
With just like glide coat or WD-40?
Glide coat.
Cool.
WD-40 does work great. I tend to use more of the glide coat. The safeties on it are fantastic. Never had a problem with any of the guys that work in here complaining about that. The adjustments on it are very good. You do want to, and this one's a little stiff right now, you do want to keep the dust out from underneath the bolt down here, and you want to keep it blown out because it can tend to get a little rough on the turn. So the more that you keep that maintenance, the better.
Can you guys hear that on the video? Yeah. So there's a little bit of grind when it goes, but not too bad.
And I haven't maintained this all year. So,
yeah. Not 2015, 2014.
2014, yeah. So, and it gets used hard every day. I mean, this runs 6-7 hours a day for the last 4 years. So,
cool.
It's a B+. Yeah, I mean, it's a good saw.
Yeah.
For $800, I think was at the time, which was a lot. I will say this: if you're looking for a saw to take on a job site, if you're doing high-end stairway work, finish work, cabinet work, this is an option, but I would look at the Festool Capex before this, just for what you're getting. I know it's a lot more money, but you're getting more accuracy, you're getting better durability, I think, than you are the Bosch. But if you're a weekend warrior, or if you're a hobbyist, a guy that's going to use it even 2-3 hours a day, absolutely. You know, paint grade trim work, things like that. This is great.
Very good.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Because you've used a lot of DeWalt's, right?
Yeah, I do have the DeWalt's.
And DeWalt does a good job.
Great job.
In fact, you have one in your trailer.
I do.
What do you think on DeWalt versus this one? And the Capex, you don't own a Capex yet.
I don't own a Capex. I used one on job sites.
Okay.
The guys that had them, I love them.
Okay.
They're very good. For the kind of work that I used to do on job sites and cabinetry and finish work, I would probably use the DeWalt before this.
Okay.
Basically because I'm used to it.
Right.
I love the laser light that shines down, and the new system that they have.
Yeah.
It is fantastic.
That's a DWS 782.
It's a great saw.
Or DWE. It's either DWE or DWS.
I would say one of the reasons I would use the DeWalt over this on a job site application is easement of movement. It's so much easier, not as bulky, to just get on a stand, get out, and put it in. And it costs a little bit less, and job site saws tend to get beat up the last 2 or 3 years tops, and you get another one.
Totally.
So, you know, it's practicality versus usability, you know. This is a great saw, though. I don't want to say anything terrible about it. I've used it for a long time, and I love it. So,
very good. So, parting thoughts?
Parting thoughts, I'd give it, like I said, a B+.
Right.
I would make it stationary.
Okay.
If you're going to do a mobile Bosch version, do the 10-inch.
Okay.
And if you're in your weekend warrior in your shop or need a cutout station to replace a radial arm saw, absolutely. You can't go wrong with this.
Very good. It's stayed accurate.
Absolutely.
Very good. Thanks, Brad.
Hey, you're welcome.